Okay, welcome to MosesLearnLab data lovers. I'm Moses, and today we're exploring the Excel formula bar, a game changer for mastering spreadsheet. So today we are going to turn those calculation fears into fun. Okay, let's move to the formula bar. This is the formula bar. Is the formula bar. It is just right next to what? The name box. And this is very powerful part of the Excel that you cannot do without. As long as you want to work in Excel, you cannot do without this formula bar. It is an essential tool. It is essential that you know it in your Excel journey. As long as you want to venture into Excel, you want to do anything in Excel, it is essential that you know this young man called the formula bar. Many people say Excel is hard, Excel gives me headache, and often it is because of this formula bar. That's why Excel is hard, that's why Excel gives them headache. It's just this formula bar. And because they think everything that concerns Excel is all about calculations for many, so anything that involves calculations is not for me, and it makes them overwhelming. They start thinking, I thought I have left maths, I thought I've left anything that has to do with calculation. But that's not the truth. That's not the truth, you know. The formula bar is not how you see it. It's not how you see it. It is your friend. So you don't need to fear the formula bar. It is your friend. Believe me, it is your friend. So we are going to be, considering 3 things you can do in this formula bar. This young man here. We are going to consider 3 things you can do in this formula bar. The first one is we are going to make use of this few data here. This few data here. We are going to use it as an illustration to what you can do with formula bar. You can see and edit the content of the selected cell. You can see your data. You can also edit your data in your formula bar. What do I mean? Let's go to A2. A2. Now when you go to the formula bar, what is it showing you? It is showing you Moses. It's not showing you A2 now. It's showing you what? Moses, is it not? Now, if we go to B2 and we point to what? The formula bar. What is it showing? 25. Is it not? Now, let's click this A2. Is it not? Then inside this formula bar, let's edit Moses. Let's change this Moses to what? To Ifeanyi. What happened? In your formula bar, you will see Ifeanyi. In your A2, you will see Ifeanyi. No longer what? Moses. Is it not? So it means that in this formula bar, you can see your data. Also in the formula bar, you can also edit your data. Whichever one you want to do, you are free. You can do them in what? Your formula bar. Now if you go to C3, C3 is what? 65 is showing the score for Chioma. 65. Is it not? Now you can change this 65 to maybe any other number of your choice. You can change it, let's say 70. If you change it to 70 and you go to formula bar, it will reflect that what you have is what? 70. So there's no magic. That's why I said you cannot do without what? Formula bar. So it's your friend. You don't need to be scared. Okay, so another thing you can do in your formula bar is that it can show you the formula, the function, or the real data you entered in the cell. It can show you the formula, the function, or the data you entered. You understand? Just like in A2, remember, it's no longer Moses we have there. We now have what? Ifeanyi, right? It's showing us the raw data we have is what? Ifeanyi. Now, if we go to B2, it's showing us what? 25. Isn't it? Now, try to highlight the two. It's showing you the raw data there is what? Ifeanyi. Isn't it? So, in your formula bar, you can see your raw data there in your formula bar. Now I will show you how you can also, how the formula bar can show you your function. Let's go to this A8. Maybe let's say we want to check the average. We want to calculate the average. So in C8 we want to calculate the average. We'll start with what? Remember, every calculation in Excel starts with equals to. So you have what? Equals to, right? Average. It will come up. So you click it. Now you go to your scores and highlight all of them, right? Close the bracket. What do you have? 76.2. 76.2. So that's the average of the scores there. Now if you go to your formula bar, it's showing you that function, the formulas you entered that was able to give you the 76.2. So once you click on the formula bar, you will no longer see just that result. You will see what? The formula that you imputed, which is what? Equals to average C2 to what? C6. You close the bracket and hit what? Enter. That's the formula there, right? So you don't need to be scared of if I can do this, if I can do that. No, there's nothing you cannot do in this formula bar. Okay, let's say from the scores we have that we want to get what? The highest score. We want to know the highest score there. So when we come to this C9, we'll write what? Equals to maximum. Remember, highest has to do with the biggest number, and the biggest number is the same thing as maximum. Maximum means the highest thing you have there. So maximum, you highlight your scores and close the bracket. You click what? Enter. You have 91. So literally, if you use your eyes to go through this C column, you also know that the highest score there is 91. So when you come to the formula bar will show you the formula you imputed that was able to give you the highest score. That's the work of that formula bar. It will not display the result for you. It will display what brought the result. That's what the formula bar does. The formula bar will not display the exact answer, no, but it will display what will give you the exact answer. That's for that. So you click enter, you get what? 91. Now another thing you can also do in your formula bar is it will allow you to write new formula or to modify existing one. It will allow you to write new formula or to modify new one. Now let's say column E, we want to get what let's say adjusted score. Okay, adjusted score in column E. Enter. Right now our formula bar is showing what adjusted score. You get it? Okay, so this adjusted score, let's say we want to get adjusted score for a fine equals to C2, right? Let's say plus what 5. If you hit what enter, you will get what 93. Now once you have this 93, remember you can drag for the thing to update other columns. You drag, it has fill for other scores. So what the thing just did is from this score it added 5 to them in this additional column. In this column it just added 5 to them to give this adjusted score. Now for you to modify the formula, let's go back to A8. Let's say maybe we don't want to get this average this way. You know, we did average equals to average, open the bracket, we highlighted our scores. Let's say maybe we don't want to use this pattern. Let's change this to what equals to sum, right? Open a bracket, highlight all your scores, you close it, divided by the number of items we have here is what 5. We have 5 names here, and you click what enter. It will still give you the same initial average you have, which is what 76.2. Now when you now go to this formula bar, it is no longer showing you equals to average. It's now showing you the modified formula that you imputed, no longer the old one, which is equals to sum, open a bracket, C2 to C6, you close it, divided by 5. So it's very sweet to know things you can do in your formula bar. You enjoy it, will make your Excel journey easy. It makes your Excel journey easy. Now why is it very important to know this formula bar? The truth is that formula bar is powerful. Yes, because once you know it, it will help you to track and understand your formula. You can track anything and you can understand your formula once you are able to know this big man formula bar. It can also help you to edit complex expression as easy as possible. You can edit, which is the things we have done. You can edit any expression of your choice, and it is essentially for auditing calculation in your spreadsheet. Any calculation of your choice, you can audit it at any time. Right? So stay tuned for the next tutorial video that will drop soon, as we keep breaking down the hidden Excel secrets. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share. God bless you as you share and subscribe. Thank you.